Hello and welcome. First up, news from South Asia. Now, Pakistan has for long looked the other way as terrorist elements within its soil continue to operate with impunity. But as the Financial Action Task Force gets ready to meet later this week, it seems like the country will be made to face the consequences of its rogue actions. Now, later today, Pakistan is scheduled to present its compliance account to the FATF in the face of isolation from member countries. Countries such as India, France and the United Kingdom are not impressed by the actions taken by Pakistan so far, and this means that the country may end up being pushed into the dark grey list. So what is this dark grey list? Now, it's a buffer between the grey list, where Pakistan currently is, and the blacklist. Officials at the FATF call it a last warning issued to countries before they are blacklisted. So if Pakistan is indeed put in the dark grey list, as seems likely, it will be the last chance for Pakistan to act on its terror elements. And the decision will be announced on the 17th of October in Paris. That's less than 48 hours from now, a day before the session closes. Now, back in June last year, the FATF had asked the country to come good on a 27-point action plan. Now, though Prime Minister Imran Khan's financial advisor suggested that Pakistan had fully implemented 20 out of the 27 parameters, officials put the figure at around 6 or 7 parameters. Now, the FATF is currently headed by China, Pakistan's all-weather ally. Saudi Arabia, Malaysia and Turkey are also likely to bail out Pakistan in Paris. Now, with the support of 4 countries, Pakistan can escape any motion aimed at blacklisting it. Now, being on the FATF blacklist could be fatal for an already teetering Pakistani economy. According to Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Pakistan faces losses of up to $10 billion per year. Now, put this into perspective for you, the WION World is One viewer. Pakistan's annual military spending is just about $11 billion. Now, if blacklisted, Pakistan will join the likes of North Korea. But being blacklisted does not entail imposition of sanctions as such. To understand this concept, we have to delve into the FATF's way of functioning. Now, the FATF is a global anti-terror funding watchdog with 39 members. There are 40 standard parameters on which countries are judged. Now, a country's compliance or non-compliance is based on their level of implementation of these parameters. The FATF functions through what is called a system of mutual evaluation that takes place every decade. And based on this evaluation, the body demarcates countries into 4 categories: compliant, largely compliant, partially compliant, and non-compliant. And once the FATF finds you to be non-compliant, you will be put on the blacklist. And for more in this developing story, I am now joined by my colleague Anas Malik from Islamabad. Anas, good evening to you. In less than 48 hours from now, we will know whether Pakistan will be put on the FATF blacklist or not. What's the mood like in Pakistan as we speak, and also the delegation representing the country in Paris?
Well, absolutely, Ramesh. 48 hours is what will be decisive and will decide Pakistan's fate, whether it gets to the blacklist of the Financial Action Task Force or not. Remember, the Financial Action Task Force is reviewing the 27 action point action plan that Pakistan had agreed upon in June last year. Now, I will take you back to the plenary meeting that took place June this year, and as of that meeting, Pakistan had not implemented at least 18 of those 27 action plans. Now, as we speak, the plenary session is ongoing. Pakistan's review is ongoing as well, and the Pakistani side is very hopeful, though we're expecting some reprimand or to an extent a major reprimand in its ability, because the Pakistani advisor on finance to the Prime Minister Hafiz Sheikh, he had said that Pakistan has fully implemented, rather claimed that Pakistan has fully implemented the whole at least 20 out of those 27 action points. 7 remains to be implemented. Now remember, Pakistan is on that bar that Pakistan had to implement all of them by this plenary meeting. So what we're expecting is a tough reprimand, but Pakistan is likely to avert or escape being blacklisted. In fact, there were reports that Pakistan can be pushed into the dark grey list portion as well, but that seems very dim because Pakistan just needs 3 votes as we speak, or support from at least 3 countries out of the 39 countries to thwart any motion. What I spoke to some officials here in Islamabad. They say that it can, quote unquote, that it can be wishful thinking of a country that it would be moving a motion to blacklist, or in the same motion it can move to say that Pakistan should be put on the dark grey list, but any such move is likely to be thwarted because Pakistan has made significant progress. This is what is being claimed by the Pakistani authorities. Yes, Ramesh.
Right, and Anas, one quick question now, since you referred to Pakistan remaining possibly on the grey list. Now, even if that were true, Pakistan would still lose up to a minimum of $10 billion per year going forward, and that might have a cascading effect on the IMF bailout package, on the World Bank aid, and the entire economy will suffer. So how is Pakistan planning to cope with this emergency or contingency going forward as well?
Well, the contingency plan for now, Pakistan is for now that they are more focusing on investments as we speak. And just a while ago, a couple of companies did hold a meeting with the Pakistani Prime Minister, and they vowed and they said that they would be investing a good hefty amount of money in Pakistan. Pakistan is currently not eyeing at any loan. Rather, the more focus of Imran Khan government is eyeing towards investments. It aims at getting out of the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force by the February plenary that takes place in February 2020, or at max by June 2020. That would be next year. But it's a long way to go until Pakistan has to implement. Remember, this is the claim by the Pakistani authorities is, or rather the Pakistani advisor on finance is, that they have implemented 20 action plans to its fullest. This is a claim. The Financial Action Task Force meeting is currently underway. They are reviewing and they are examining, or rather doing a postmortem of that claim by the Pakistani authorities, and it is the FATF's satisfaction that matters, not the claim by the Pakistani authorities. So by and large, as we speak, the contingency plan is looking towards investments and the implementation of the 27-pointer action plan in its fullest at the earliest, and in order to get out of the grey list. Yes, Ramesh.
All right, Anas Malik, Islamabad, thank you so much for that update. Appreciate it.